David Vitter. Crew is going after him. Okay, now he's of course a Republican senator from Louisiana, and he has been targeting Acorn, very vocal about this, and saying, you know, we have to make sure we take their funds away. How dare they participate in or give advice to a fake prostitution ring? Because remember, they did the video, and they pretended to be a pimp and a prostitute, and a couple of people at some Acorn offices gave them advice which they shouldn't have done, right? Of course, on how to evade taxes, etc. Obviously, you don't do that, right? So, but that has not led to the punishment of those people. It has. Those people have been fired, right? But it should have been contained to that, in my opinion. Instead, now they're taking all funding away from Acorn, helping in the community in any way, which I find, of course, to be completely irrational. But Crew made an excellent point. They're Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. They're like, David Vitter, you're to tell me that you're worried about a fake prostitution ring when you're in the middle of a real prostitution ring, the one that you frequented and that you admitted to frequenting and that you never really paid any ethical price for.
Right.
And by the way, you're a senator, you're in Congress, right? You make laws, you're part of the legal process, okay? You're part of creating legislation, and you did not follow the law. You broke the law by your own admission. You went to the D.C., madam, over and over again, yeah, let alone all the ones in New Orleans, which you haven't fessed up to yet, but that everybody knows about, right? And all those stories have come out. So now you're to tell me that you're interested in and worried and concerned about a fake prostitution ring. Maybe he's concerned, Anna, because he thinks, wait a minute, I got all worked up about that prostitution ring, and it turns out it's fake.
Probably. I mean, Vitter is such a clown. He's just a clown. I mean, he was one of the first people who wanted to impeach Bill Clinton, right? During that whole Monica Lewinsky scandal. And then he's messing around with prostitutes. He's just a clown. I don't know. I don't take him seriously.
And the problem is that the people of Louisiana take him seriously, you know? I mean, come on. If you don't vote this guy out, because he ran his whole campaign on family values. You know, he ran on, what Bill Clinton did back in the day was terrible, which was very recent at the time, okay? And he replaced the guy who had a sexual scandal, and he said, I am bringing family values to Louisiana. Now, if you're a progressive, of course you're not going to vote for David Vitter, right? But if you're a conservative, why would you vote for David Vitter? Okay? I mean, I thought that's what your whole point was, that you were for family values and against guys going to whores. But, so are you in favor of it? It just doesn't make any sense. He should get 0 votes in Louisiana.
Right.
And then when he does this, like, moralizing of others, oh, please, David Vitter, sit down. Shut up.
But you know what? I feel like David Vitter did a really good job with, you know, kind of brushing all this controversy under the rug. I mean, you never hear about his prostitution scandal at all.
Yeah. No, he did a great job with it. And it looks like he's probably going to win re-election. And, you know, he's at least looking strong in those terms. It doesn't mean he's going to, but his political career should be devastated given what a hypocrite he is.
Right. And
given that he should have no support from progressives or conservatives. But you're right, he's managed swimmingly. You know why? 2 reasons why. One, it was a straight affair. Okay? And if it was going to gay prostitutes, oh, you're done, son. You're goner. No way the Republicans deal with that. They're like, oh, you're a straight hooker? Oh, good boy. Attaboy. Remember, he got standing ovation when he came back. Okay? Number 2, honestly, there's a difference between Republicans and Democrats. I mean, it's Elliot Spitzer. The Elliot Spitzer case is nearly identical to the David Vitter case. And everybody talks about Elliot Spitzer. Okay? Like, oh, can you believe that? What a hypocrite. He went after prostitution rings. He did. He was a hypocrite, right? But Vitter's 1,000 times more hypocrite.
Right.
He ran his whole career is based on family values. Spitzer didn't base his career on family values. As a prosecutor, he happened to go after prostitution rings, which he shouldn't have done, etc. So he had it coming, right? But Vitter has it coming.
Right.
But he's a Republican, and at least it was straight affair, okay? Honestly, the third thing is when it comes to conservative voters, they don't give a damn. They just want to judge people. So they're like, hey, as long as you're judging people, I don't care that you're a hypocrite. Oh, yeah, you know, he asked God for redemption. Everybody gets a second chance. Who cares? They don't really care.
Right.
Rush can do the drugs, and he can go to, you know, the Caribbean with his gallon of Viagra, do God knows what, you know, and and the list goes on, and Vitter can go to his whores, and they don't give a damn as long as you're on their team and judging others. So that's why Vitter survives.